Welcome back to my channel. Let's make a simple recipe, Til Ki Chikki. So here we're going to make chikki. So here I've taken til, around 500 grams. This is the coconut powder. This is optional. If you want, you can take it, otherwise just avoid. And I've taken some ajwain, like around 1 tablespoon. We're going to take amul butter, and then this is the jaggery. I've taken gur, and I'll give you the measurements in the description box. And then in a thal, I've added some oil to it, and then just rub the oil around so that when I'm going to make the chikki and put it in this, it's not going to get too sticky. I'm going to heat a vessel here, and then I'm going to add the til, sesame seeds, ajwain and coconut powder to it, and roast it for about 3 minutes. Just roast it brown. Don't let it turn over brown or too much of brown, but a little bit. Keep moving the spoon or the spatula or the kafgir, because we don't want the coconut powder or the til to get burnt. While the sesame seeds and the coconut is getting roasted, the bigger task I have here is to get the jaggery out of these boxes. If you want, you can use the jaggery powder. In case you're making this for the first time, use jaggery powder, and next time you can use this kind of jaggery, because the consistency and the crispiness, I think you get it with this kind of jaggery, not the powder. Here you see the til, coconut powder and ajwain is roasted, and now I'm going to take this jaggery out and put it in this vessel. Now see, I've taken the jaggery out of the box, and I'm going to put it in the vessel and put it on sim until this melts totally, the jaggery. Don't cook it on high, put it on sim, and this is slowly going to melt. Don't add any water. Now see, as I'm cooking it on sim, the jaggery is slowly getting melted. We're not going to add sugar because we're going to keep it healthy. Some people add sugar, it's their choice, but I prefer total jaggery in the chikki. And now I'm also going to add some butter and let this melt with the jaggery. Keep reminding yourself that the jaggery is going to take its own time to melt, so don't cook it on high. Let it cook on sim and let it melt slowly. Now see, this is how the jaggery is boiling, and remember, this is on sim, so the consistency of the jaggery has to go a little thick. See, it's a little thin now, so it has to go a little thick, and then we will add the sesame seeds, coconut powder and ajwain. Make sure that the jaggery is not getting burnt, because if there is slightest smell of burn of jaggery, the whole preparation, the taste of chikki and everything is going to be disturbed, and it's not going to be proper. Now see that the consistency is getting a little thick, so now it's time for me to add the sesame seeds and all the other stuff. And now that I've added everything together, I'm going to mix them all and keep stirring. Here I'm mixing all of these things. Let it get mixed properly. Again, everything is on sim. The stove is never going to go on medium or high, just on sim. Just to see if this is done, I've added the til, the mixture to it, and see, it's not done. So this has to get cooked a little bit more. Again, I've added this, and see, it's getting a little firm. I'm going to tilt it and see it's getting a little firm, so that means we are ready to empty this whole thing into the thal. So here is the thal. I've also tested some mixture here, So this is getting a little thick, so I'm going to put this whole thing into the thal now. You see, here is the thal. I've added the whole mixture to it, and now I'm going to let it cool down for around 5 to 7 minutes, and then I'm going to cut them into the pieces, like square or whatever shape you want. See, this is the thal. The chikki is almost ready. I'm going to let this cool down for around 7 to 8 minutes, and then you can cut them in any shape that you want to, generally square shapes. And don't let it cool down so much, because otherwise you will not be able to cut them into the shapes. So let it cool down for some time, and then you can cut them in the shapes that you want. And now it's time for me to cut them into the pieces that I want to, square generally or circle. See, this I put it in the small thal, and this is almost done. So I've shaped it up like this, and now it's ready to be eaten. So this is how it's ready. I have given them this shape. You can give it square shape also, any shape that you want to, or make a laddu of it, but your palms are really going to burn. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please keep sharing, liking, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.